Good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing good. Priestess Tati. Now, I guess I'll start with the vision I had. Maybe around 3 days ago, 2 days ago, two to 3 days ago, I got a spirit message from Kanye's ancestors, and it showed me Kanye in a cage. A cage, kind of like a bird cage. You know, you keep the bird cage with the big rounded top and the flat bottom. He was on a bird cage. In a bird cage, not on a bird cage, sorry. Around him were about 4 to 5 women. I could see that one of them was definitely Kim, K, Kris Jenner, Kylie, and I believe I saw Kourtney there. I'm not sure if I saw Khloe. Honestly, Khloe in the metaphysical is scary. Can I be honest with you guys? Khloe in the metaphysical is so ugly. I don't know what she has done, like, spiritually to herself, because when I see Khloe in the metaphysical, it's quite traumatizing. I'm not gonna lie. She looks like a gargoyle. It's honestly creepy. Khloe K in the metaphysical. The rest of them, they just kind of look like distorted versions of themselves. Kim kind of looks like a lizard. Kris Jenner, there's something going on with her face. Kylie looks a little weird, a little off, a little distorted, and Kanye's in this cage, and they all have big wooden sticks, maybe about 4 to 5 feet long. They all have big wooden sticks, and they're all poking him. They're poking him, and Kanye's in the cage, and he's moving to the side, he's moving to the left, he's trying to evade, he's trying to, you know what's crazy? When I looked at him again, the words "get out" came in my third eye. Get out, get out, get out. And I actually went back and I looked over a couple of scenes in the movie Get Out, and now I kind of understand maybe what he was trying to relay to me, as in he really wants to get out. He showed me them doing hypnosis spells on him, and them trying to control his mind. When I say them, I mean the elite. I mean there's a bigger source to this thing. It's not just the K people. You're not supposed to say their last name. It's not a good last name to speak out loud, to be honest with you, spiritually. It's not just a battle with them. This is a battle, honestly, for the bigger part of his soul. This is a battle for something that he feels like he lost a long time ago. And that's why in this 3D matrix, right? Because this is a 3D. Where I'm talking, this is like the 8D, 9D, 10D. He feels like his only course of action sometimes is to show out in a way where he knows the media is going to put him on some kind of forefront. He knows that. He knows that. And where he is mentally, because what I see is like, it's a little dark, but the best way to explain it, it's like a Kanye screaming inside a Kanye. It's like Kanye and Kanye screaming. It's like Kanye opens his mouth and there's another Kanye screaming inside another Kanye screaming inside another Kanye. It's really intense. Really intense. I really feel like, I don't know if this is just hypnosis spells. I really feel like this is something more, and I know MK Ultra is very real. It is very, 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 very real. And being picked out for MK Ultra is a very real thing. And I do think he's gone through some, because I'm seeing like things hooked up to his head, certain lines, like in Get Out. Remember when they hooked those things up to the guy's head? That's kind of what I'm seeing on Kanye. Certain things hooked up to his head. And I feel like they actually did something to his brain. This is a whole operation I'm seeing. I'm not sure exactly what I'm seeing, but it seems like an operation. And Spirit is showing me when Kanye walked out of the hotel with Trump. Spirit is telling me when okay, give me a second. Spirit is telling me when Kanye walked out that hotel with Trump, that's when it happened. When we saw Kanye with the blonde hair and he walked out with Trump, that's when that operation took place up there. Apparently, there's a lot of secrets. That hotel they were at, I believe it was the Trump Hotel in New York. Spirit is saying there's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of underground stuff that happens at the Trump Hotel in New York. Apparently, that's where a lot of secret operations and things go down underneath the hotel. There's tunnels, you guys. There's something here about tunnels. What Kanye really wants to do, he wants to talk about child sex trafficking. And in some form and shape or way, he tries to talk about this when he expresses concern about his kids because of how dark-sided all of the stuff is with Kris Jenner's kids and her own daughters and the things that she did to them and put them through. This is just a way for him to protect his kids longer because he's well aware of the plan against him. He knows that the final call will be his life. He knows that. He knows that. And that's why he's telling me, you know, he's like, they're telling me I gotta go in a dress like Cudi and I gotta do certain humiliation things. He's telling me I gotta be humiliated like Will. I'll never be humiliated like Will. Whatever Will Smith has to do with this. Kanye saying he'll never be. He's like, I'd rather look crazy than to be truly humiliated in that way. I'd rather look like a madman the way people make me out to be now than to wear a dress or to be humiliated like Will and Chris Rock. Yeah, that's what he's showing me. I don't know why he's showing me. He's showing me Chris Rock and Will Smith. I mean, you know, if you're smart enough, you know that that's kind of just like a Hollywood production like anything else is. But he's like, I'm tired of being fake. Basically, the man's tired of being fake. The man is tired of listening to the things he doesn't want to listen to the people he doesn't want to listen to. He's irritated because I think when you surround yourself with yes men, I think that can actually come into a crashing point. And believe it or not, I think Kanye's like, I've surrounded myself with too many yes men. And he knows to a fault, yes, this has something to do with his diagnosis, but this also has more to do with the past 20 something year, right? It's like 20 years he's been in the industry. This is a little depressing because I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like I feel like he's saying goodbye. And you know, I remember watching there's this girl on YouTube, shout out to Sade Terrell T. I remember her having a similar prediction about like either Kanye's life or one of Kanye's kids' life. And I've picked that up before and I'm picking it up again, that there's something's gonna go down with one of those kids. Might not be no time soon, but something weird is definitely gonna happen with one of those kids and Kanye. Like I said, it's sad, guys. It's almost like he's saying goodbye. And it's making me a little emotional because it's kind of like his final curtain call. He understands. He's kind of saying, well, I lived, I did what I wanted to do, I loved, I conquered, you know, whatever else you can say about those accomplishments when we all come into life and the things that we all want to succeed in. He's saying he's proud of his successes, but he knows that he chose wrong. He knows that he kind of chose the get out option. like I said, there's a very serious final energy to this. Very, very serious. Very intense. I don't want to say this is the beginning of the end, but that's kind of what Kanye's energy is making me feel like. This is the beginning of the end. I don't know how else to say it. That's how he wants me to say it. And I'm like, Kanye, are you sure? And he just nods his head. He's like, yeah. Something about Kanye's 50s. His 50s. Something about his 50s. Kanye is showing me his 50s. I think something will happen to Kanye in his 50s. Because he keeps showing me like 550, 549. He keeps showing me those numbers. So I'm kind of asking him, like, what can we do as a collective? Can we keep the vibration raised? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we keep the energy up as the collective, right? Because Kanye's a person, 11 on the clock. He's actually a very divine person. He's actually very connected. He's just been inside of an industry where there isn't too much God, there isn't too much light. And when you are around, think about it, it's like being a divine person on this earth. This earth is a very dark place. This earth is a very distorted place. When you're a very divine, full of light person on this earth, what happens? Bad shit, right? Right. He's fighting the good fight, y'all. If we could really understand how deep this goes and what exactly he's up against, he's fighting the good fight. He's trying his best, but he knows his legacy will be just that, his legacy. And he's trying to stand for something, y'all. If y'all don't see how big that is, like, I understand all the things that's going on, but don't, this is the thing. We need to stop paying attention to the 3D, because that is where the distortion is. This dimension, this realm, this is where the distortion is. This is where the lies are, the manipulation are. This dimension is the lowest vibrating dimension. Kanye is asking people to look further than that. He wants people to wake up. That's why he's saying the things he's saying. He wants people to understand something. It's a call for us to wake up. But he knows that for a lot of people, it's too late, because the energy of the Matrix is so strong in this 3D illusion that a lot of people usually fall for it. And Kanye is like, I fell for it, but I understand now. That's kind of what he's saying. He's like, I was in it. I want out. I'm not going to get out. I know my fate, but you're not going to put me in a dress like Cudi. You're not going to embarrass me like Chris Rock and Will Smith. And you're not doing that to me. That's what he's saying. He's like, I'm not going to be like them. I'm going to stand strong, even if people are going to say what they want to say about me. He's a tortured soul, but he's strong. And this is, it's like breaking my heart, bro. Like, every time I like read Kanye's energy, because he's so strong and he's so sensitive. Like, he's a Pisces moon, and if you know anything about that placement, it's almost impossible to not be emotional sometimes. And he's kind of like crying happy tears, because he knows that he accomplished something, and he knows that there are a group of people that understand what he's going through, that get it, that are looking through the bullshit, the people that see that in reality he's really just trying to get out. And he keeps showing me that movie, like it's like the title with the big white letters, get out, get out, get out, get out. I actually think Kanye is trying to warn us. Can I be real? I feel like in this reading right now, he's trying to warn us about the 3D illusion, the 3D matrix. Don't get pulled in. Be close to the divine. He wishes he'd done things better, but I mean, I guess in the end of their life, who doesn't wish at least they did one thing better? So, like I said, this energy's a little weird, because I feel like he's almost saying goodbye, and that makes me a little nervous. But like he said, he doesn't want to be humiliated. Like, if you guys look on the thumbnail, that picture of Kid Cudi, Look at his eyes, you guys. He looks dead inside. Truly, look at that picture of Kid Cudi. He looks insane. He looks gone. Kanye's like, I'd rather be crazy and be a madman than have on a dress and some makeup and look like my soul has just been taken from me. And the guy who's holding Kid Cudi's hand in that picture, that's a Jewish man. It's not about coming after, it's Kanye trying to tell a truth. Really intense. There's gonna be a lot that goes down. News breaking stuff. These next couple of years, it'll be a lot more shit. But all in all, like I said, I feel like he channeled me so deeply because he wanted me to tell people that he's fighting. And in the end, he's not gonna go out like a pussy. Basically, like, that's the thing. He doesn't want to go out like a pussy. He doesn't want to look like those other men that have given up a certain part of their soul. He's saying that I've given up a part of my soul. I gave up my mom. I gave up my family. I gave up all this stuff. I gave up all this stuff. He's like, I don't want to give up that part of my soul. I don't want to. So, wow. This man is a trapped soul. You guys, what I see at, like I tell you, it's like he's screaming, and then I go into his mouth, and there's another Kanye, and he's screaming, and I go into his mouth, and there's another Kanye, and he's screaming. This is truly someone that has been like energetically and metaphysically tortured while dealing with mental ailments already. So the energy is just very chaotic. It's kind of making my head spin. I believe he's told me everything that he wants to tell me. 1 second. And now he's crying. Now he's crying. I was trying not to cry during this reading. I really think Kanye is crying because, like I said, he's going out fighting. And if that means going out swinging and looking crazy, he'll do it. You're not going to crush his manhood. You're not going to take from our people anymore, because they're taking from our people so much already. All day long, humiliating us all day long, making stories out of us all day long. So in the end of the day, what we're seeing is someone actually trying to fight. Right? So, general reading. Okay, guys. Description box below for anything you need from me. Personals, tarot readings, soul readings, Reiki healing. If you have donated to the channel, thank you so much. That info is below as well. You guys, enjoy your Saturday.